Hello guys and gals, and welcome to the brand new POSTTOIO tutorial series. In this series, we'll be looking deep into the web development process and technologies we use to deliver beautiful, responsive, and modern web applications. This series will be categorized into chapters. Each chapter will address a major step into the web development process and aim to bring clarity to what, why, and how we do things to make modern web applications. In this introduction chapter, we will simply be familiarizing ourselves with common technologies and methods we use to build beautiful and modern web applications. To keep things simple, we will only be working with one JavaScript library called jQuery, which will help us easily interact with our DOM, or Document Object Model. Whoa, I just threw some heavy words at you, but that's okay, because in this series, we aim to reach a wide audience scope. So whether you happen to simply stumble across web development and want to know more, or code is already life, we aim to do our best to make this as comprehensive as possible for everyone. Sometimes, big sounding words are inevitable. So when we come across a big sounding word or concept, we'll take a moment to address the elephant in the room and demystify them with a quick aside like this. Aside, JavaScript. JavaScript is a standardized client-side scripting language. Client-side meaning it lives and executes on a client, or in your web browser, which enables us to build powerful, lightweight, super responsive modern web applications. Aside, Document Object Model, or DOM. The DOM, or Document Object Model, is a World Wide Web standard. The browser creates this when we access a web page. The DOM allows JavaScript to access the elements of our web document and dynamically manipulate them. Now that was a mouthful. In the next episode of this chapter, we'll be looking at the technologies we will be using throughout the series, what we use them for, and how to get them. We hope to see you there. Hey again! Before I let you go, I wanted to demonstrate our single-page contact form in action. The goals to this application are simple. No page refreshing when navigating within the application, but the URL must change to match our current page or state. No refreshing while submitting our contact form, and must look great in all screen sizes. So let's give it a try. When we try to navigate from our splash page to our contact form, the URL of the page changes, and the page changes, but our page does not refresh. When we try to navigate back using the back button, the URL changes back, and the page changes back, but the page does not refresh. If we try navigating using the logo, our page changes, our URL changes, but our page does not refresh. Now let's try the form. When we try submitting the form, an error occurs because we have not filled out all the required fields. But the page does not change. When we click the close button on the error goes away. If we refresh the page, we want it to still be on that same page and display the same content. True. Now let's go back to our splash and do the same. True. Now let's go back to our contact form using one of the provided links. Awesome. Now, let's try filling out all the required fields and having the application send us a success message to our email. My name. Now let's grab a temporary email from Nada. And a message. Give it a moment, and there we go. A success message is displayed. Thank you, we'll be with you shortly. Now let's check Nada for our email. And there we go. Here's our email. A beautifully templated HTML email sent right to us. Now you might notice, my email is displayed as the sender up here. That is because XAMPP does not by default allow you to send outbound emails via localhost. This is for obvious security reasons. But for the purposes of our email, this is completely fine since we are only sending the emails to ourselves and nobody else. Next, we'll be testing out the responsiveness of our web application. Responsiveness referring to how it responds to different screen sizes. Now, Google Chrome has an awesome tool to allow us to simulate different mobile devices. If you right-click on a web page in Chrome and hit Inspect Element or just Ctrl-Shift-I as the hotkey shortcut, Chrome's developer tools will pop up. Up here in the upper left corner, you will see a mobile and a tablet icon. This will allow you to simulate different mobile devices to test the responsiveness of your web application. This is our application currently in 400 pixels by 745 pixels height. Let's test it out in a Galaxy S5 screen. Looks good. Let's test it out in a Nexus 5X. Let's test it out in a Nexus 6P. Let's test it out in an iPhone 5, 6, 6 Plus, an iPad, and an iPad Pro. Now let's go ahead and check out our splash page. iPad Pro, iPad, iPhone 6 Plus, iPhone 6, iPhone 5, Nexus 6P, Nexus 5X, and Galaxy X5. Amazing. Let's go ahead and close the developer tools. Now let's shrink our browser window to test how our application performs when a browser changes sizes. Still looks beautiful. Everything still works. This is what we'll be learning how to make from scratch throughout this series. If you enjoyed this video, please stick around for the next one. There'll be more to come. Thank you for watching.